some random person in the chat said Sarah's House Tycoon. I don't know what this game is, but you're all saying don't do it. It has a virus. It's cursed. That just means it probably doesn't. So let's see what it is. Let's run it. Rules for Tycoon. Do not type Sarah. Do not share what you've seen. Can you get the f out of my way? Do not share. Do not touch droppers. Take this game seriously. Okay. So obviously I'm going to type Sarah. Okay, I typed Sarah. Wow, guys. Oh my god, so cursed. Wow, guys. Really cursed. Such a cursed game. Okay, let me do the other parts of the Tycoon. Let's go do the Tycoon. Alright. So you gotta go through the whole Tycoon, I think, right? Let's see what it is. This gives me nostalgia. Oh. Oh, really? Really? I'm gonna have to wait here and do this entire Tycoon? Is this Tycoon even worth doing, guys? Hi, can I add you? Not right now, Sonny boy. I'm playing a scary game. You're kind of ruining the vibes, sir. Okay, let's wait till I have 150 and then buy another dropper. Yes, trust, it's crazy. Alright. Alright, guys, just chill. Alright. Let's buy that. Okay, now we make double the money. Oh, it makes me so much more. Okay, how do I make even more money? Kreek made a short about it? Oh, then it's definitely clickbait. OMG steak. Guys, this game is super scary. What? I did not mean to buy that. Why did this just appear? I'm gonna just do the whole Tycoon and see what it is. I don't know who Sarah is, but I'm gonna wait till I have the third dropper and I'm gonna buy that. They said buy a car. How do I buy a car? Oh, buy a car? Okay. Can I not get in the car? What was the point of me buying this car if I can't even get in it? Why would you tell me to buy a car if I can't even get in the car? Look under. Wait! Are there other cursed things in this obby? Or in this Tycoon that I could buy? This game is about a girl named Sarah who got stalked. Now, is this a real story or is this a made-up story? Alright, let's get another dropper. It cannot be real. They said go behind the school. Okay, okay. Let me buy this first. I'll go behind the school. I want to buy the other dropper first. Okay, 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 okay. Dude, this game is kind of soothing. I can't lie. Alright, dubs. And... Alright, now we got the third one. Oh my gosh, that one gives me $100. Alright, they said go behind the school. Okay. What's behind the school? Wait, I'm looking at all the classrooms. What? No, is someone in the dumpster? Okay, there's a lock on the dumpster. Can I unlock it? Well, so... They said type Stalker. Nothing happened when I typed that. I'm gonna explore the school. There's gotta be something else in here that'll give me some clues. Alright. Strange. Where should I go now? Buy the shed and use the key. Okay. Oh wait, I can buy Sarah's house. Oh my gosh. Buy doors. Alright. Let me go. Here's what I'm gonna do. They said to buy the shed. Oh my gosh, it's $10,000? Okay, I almost have enough. It won't take that long. So I buy the shed and I do what? I take the key and I unlock the dumpster? Type Sarah? Type Sarah? Nah, bro, if I type Sarah, it's gonna kill me. Guys, type Sarah. Guys, type Sarah. Type it. No, guys, trust me. If you type Sarah, you get cookies. You'll get free money from the fairy. The tooth one. The tooth fairy gives you money. Yeah. Lots of money. Whoopity-doo-dah. Alright. You guys are lame. Alright. We're almost to 10,000, and then I'm going to buy the shed. They said something... Oh my god, they actually typed Sarah. Wait, he typed Sarah A. It didn't... It still sent him there. Wait, he's right there. He's right there. That was weird. Alright. Alright, let's go to the... We're gonna buy the dumpster and open up the shed. Where's the keys? Where's the keys to the shed? Where's the keys to the shed? Top left. On the wall. Where? Click the wall? Bro, what do you mean click the wall? On the shelf? Bro, they're not on the shelf. It's behind the tools. Oh, do you mean on the other side? What game is this? Sarah's House Tycoon. Keep clicking the wall in the shed. It will teleport you to a room where the key is at. Which wall? Yo, you gotta get out of here. Get out of the shed. Bro, I'm confused, man. You guys are lying to me. It's at the doorway? Y'all are lying to me. Yo, can you move? Holy shit. Alright. Bro, what do you mean by the door? There's nothing by the door. I think you guys lied to me. I didn't even need to get the shed, did I? The gray wall. Top left. Oh! They said steak reset, hurry. How do I get back? How do I get back? I reset. Nah, but now I don't have the key, you idiots. No, I don't reset. How do you get back? How do you keep the key? Let me buy the whole house first. So maybe there's clues for it. Get key, then say Sarah, then go to an invisible conveyor. What? Get the key and then type Sarah. It was like over here, wasn't it? Yo. Can I not go back again? Can I only go there once? Oh, hell no, bruh. Can I only go there once? You're joking. Can I only go there? You can go back? How? Oh. I know what to do. They said to go behind the thing. They said to type Sarah. Where's the invisible conveyor? Oh. Oh. Did I do it right? Where am I? Oh. So now I have the key and I can unlock the dumpster. Bro, this game is so random and glitchy. Can I buy other Tycoon stuff? That's weird. Alright, let's see what it does. Let's go to the dumpster and open it. Nah, no way that's real. Okay, what was the address? 7400 Old... Here, I'm going to type the exact address in. 7400 Old US Highway 70 West. Sarah Death Place. Okay, so somebody went on Google and they named this Sarah Death Place. That does not mean that it's real, bro. That doesn't mean that it's real. Yeah. Yeah, it's fake, guys. Fake. I don't believe it. Wait, when was the game made? The game was made this year by I Miss You Tycoon. Weird. Steak, please answer me. My birthday is soon. Type Sarah on YouTube.
If you grew up with a computer, especially in the early 2000s, then you're probably familiar with Roblox, the online platform where anyone can make a game. But what if someone chose to make a game specifically about you, revealing details like pictures of your face, or even where you live? Well, for a woman online named Sarah, this would actually happen. In today's video, I'll be telling you the story of someone who used Roblox not for creativity or entertainment, but instead to document their real-life obsession with a singular person. This is the story of Sarah's house, Roblox's most horrific tycoon.
What? Is it like a creepypasta?
Tycoon games have always been pretty popular on Roblox, with the genre still being relevant today. For those of you unaware, a tycoon is essentially just a game where you collect money to accomplish some sort of goal. Usually this is done with droppers that generate cash, which allow you to either upgrade your base or build up your revenue. Evidently, most tycoons are not considered horror games, with the vast majority actually being the opposite of scary. However, this would change with one Tycoon released in 2014 that actually flew under the radar of most users. The game, as I mentioned earlier, was titled Sarah's House. Now, what exactly makes this game different from the others? At first, nothing really jumps out. You spawn into a classroom displaying some rules for the Tycoon. These consist of take the game seriously, do not share what you've seen, and finally, do not type Sarah.
So, so how do we play the original, chat? I want to play the original game that was made in 2014, because this one was made in 2025. This is a copy of it. I want to play the actual one.
Well, in order to actually start the Tycoon, you have to exit the classroom and enter the neighborhood, where you claim a spot and begin making progress on building Sarah's house. You can buy her walls, her furniture, and even her car, which weirdly enough has someone hiding under it. This character will be important later, but first we have to go back to the school. If you venture behind the gym, you'll find what looks to be a locked dumpster. By turning on your game audio and listening closely, you can actually hear the subtle sound of someone banging. The next detail worth mentioning here can be spotted by the rules we saw earlier in Spawn, specifically the rule that says do not type Sarah.
It got taken down because of the Sarah photo. Bro, this whole thing is such cap. This cannot be a real thing. OMG, fake.
If you decide to break this rule, your player is teleported to a dark room with the date June 2nd written all over the walls. In front of you is the character we saw earlier under the car, but this time holding a shotgun. The creepiest part about this is when you walk up to the man, the face of a real woman covers your screen, with the gun firing in the background and your player being kicked from the game. If you're not familiar with Roblox, one of their major rules for developing games is that users are never allowed to upload an image of someone's real face. Doing this will typically result in the model being deleted, or in some cases your account even getting banned. Either way, the fact that this account was able to get past this rule and create this scene is incredibly strange. Returning back to the Tycoon itself, the next secret can be found by collecting the rest of the house. After buying all 3 droppers and saving up your money, you can head to the backyard and purchase the most expensive item in the game, that being the shed. At first, nothing really looks out of place until you start to drag your mouse across the screen and notice an icon indicating some kind of button. You click on the button, and that's when your character is teleported to the real contents of the room. Inside of the shed, we'll find several pictures, many of which are the same face we saw earlier, but this time labeled as yearbook photo. We also have some new photos where the Roblox character we've been seeing is placed somewhere in real life. Finally, in the background, we can hear some kind of weird noise, along with the option to grab a key. The shed is honestly one of the most important parts of the Tycoon, not because of the creepy photos, but because of what they implicate. The first thing we figured out is that the picture we've been seeing of the girl is in fact a yearbook photo. And who do you think that picture belongs to? Another detail that's revealed from the shed is this weird presence of the Roblox character we've been seeing throughout the game. It's my belief that this character is supposed to represent the developer himself, and in the photo he's posted with, we see him standing next to Sarah's actual shed. Now, when I mentioned a weird sound playing in the background, some of you might have caught on and could see where I'm going. By downloading the isolated sound and placing it into a software like Audacity, we can actually visualize the audio in something called a spectrogram. Doing this will uncover a hidden message, which is the photo of a shed along with the text North Carolina written next to it. This audio pretty much confirms the theory that Sarah and her house are real, and that the person responsible for this game, represented by the man under the car or with the gun, has some kind of real-life obsession with her.
Bro, so just because the audio makes the shape of a house, it means it's real? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
It's important to note that this version of Sarah's house is a re-upload of the original with copy lock disabled. What that means is that we can actually download the game files for ourselves and take a look behind the scenes. Interestingly enough, I actually missed something when I was talking about the no typing Sarah rule. If you take a look at the board, for a brief moment an image will appear next to it that looks to be a box with an arrow pointing under.
Yo, King, thank you for the 10.
Sarah and teleporting to the room we saw earlier, you can actually go backwards to prevent the cutscene that kicks you from the game, where instead you'll walk through this corner wall and jump over to a translucent bridge that returns you back to the main map. With all of that, we can finally connect the main 3 secrets of the game. First, buy the shed and teleport to the room holding the key. It's important that you type Sarah in order to teleport back to the room that kicks you. The next step is to no-clip out of this room onto the translucent bridge we saw earlier on the board. By standing still, the platform will eventually return you back into the main map. Finally, with the key in hand, walk to the back of the school and unlock the dumpster. By doing this, your character will begin to float over what appears to be Sarah's head, along with the address 7400 Old US Highway 70, New Bern, NC, flashing on screen, otherwise known as the address for a landfill in North Carolina. Finally, the game will close the server, along with the message, "By the time you're reading this, it'll be too late." Sarah's House is a tycoon created by someone on the internet documenting their horrifying obsession with a woman who may not even be aware they have a stalker in the first place. However, the good news is that nothing has actually appeared to correlate with this story in the real world. There is an argument to be made that Sarah and the developer could go to school together, evident by the 2 seats missing in the spawn classroom, potentially hinting at them being in the same class together. However, thankfully to my knowledge, there haven't been any real-world connections that accurately follow this game enough to really warrant any serious concern. Today, years have passed since the original upload of Sarah's House, with the game still living on through new, temporary owners. If you'd like to visit the Tycoon for yourself, or even download a version to mess around with, I'll place a link to the newest upload in the description.
Weird. What do the comments say? This might also be a reference to the song Sarah, created by Tyler, the Creator. Somebody in the chat said David? Nah. Wow. No, that's actually crazy though. That was a cool video. Well, that's Sarah's House Tycoon for you.